What's up YouTube? Welcome to my new channel, FoxtrotTalks, where I talk about things that are interesting to me. So, a few days ago at the Cincinnati Zoo, a 4-year-old child managed to jump into the enclosure of a 400-pound, 17-year-old silverback gorilla. So this is one of those things where you never expect it to happen and you never think you're going to see it happen, but then when you see it happen, you're not really sure what to do. And in this case, what the crowd decided to do was to freak out. And I mean, you can't really blame them because there's a 4-year-old kid in a 400-pound gorilla enclosure, and what do? Do you jump in after him? You can't really do that because now you got 2 people stuck in the enclosure. So it's just a really bad situation all around. Anyway, I've linked the video kind of down below so you can see how the whole situation unfolds. But you can see at the beginning that the gorilla is kind of standing near the kid and not really doing anything with him. It almost looks to me like he's protecting the kid because there's a bunch of people screaming and he doesn't really know what the kid is, doesn't know what the people are screaming about, he doesn't really know what to do. Because I mean, he's a gorilla after all. Anyway, that's how it starts out. There is other footage of the gorilla kind of dragging the kid around by his leg and stuff. And at that point, you really gotta think fast about how you're gonna deal with this situation. And there's unfortunately no good solutions to this problem. So really what the zookeepers, what their options were, is that they can try and tranquilize the gorilla, they can try and shoot the gorilla, they can try to get between the gorilla and the boy. But really none of those are good, because tranquilizers, they could take a long time to have an effect, because this gorilla is 400 pounds. That's going to take a lot of tranks. Not to mention how long it's going to take for that to react. Like, who's going to know if that's going to make the gorilla more aggressive? Maybe it could hurt the child before it's tranquilized and incapacitated. So that's not really a good option. And then what if they tranquilize him and he falls in the water and he drowns and we've got a dead gorilla on our hands? Or what if we tranquilize him in the water and he falls and lands with the kid and he ends up killing the kid accidentally? So tranquilizers weren't really an option at this point. So unfortunately, I'm sure a lot of you have already heard that they ended up having to kill the gorilla. And there's a lot of uproar about this, understandably, because everyone saw the gorilla as kind of like a gentle giant. A lot of the zookeepers talking about the gorilla said it was relatively friendly, and the kid didn't seem to be in immediate danger. But then again, what does that mean? Who knows what the gorilla's going to do? It's a wild animal after all. And on top of all that, silverback gorillas are an endangered species. So now we just lost another gorilla of a family that there's not a lot of gorillas to begin with. So we've got a dead gorilla on our hands, and people are upset. They want to blame somebody. They want somebody to take responsibility for this, and a lot of it has been turning to the child's mother, which, I mean, I don't know. Yes, the child was her responsibility, but if reports are to be believed, she had a lot of children there with her as well, and she was keeping an eye on them. And you know how kids can be. If they want to do something, they'll probably do it. Especially a small kid like that, getting through the fence or something might have been pretty easy. So maybe she should have been keeping a better eye on. She should have been keeping a better eye on him, but it's hard. So the mother's been taking a lot of flack, but I think what a lot of people aren't realizing is that they weren't the only ones at the zoo or even at that enclosure at the time. There must have been I don't know how many people have been at the zoo watching this gorilla at the same time. And nobody else really stopped the kid or tried to stop the kid from getting into the enclosure. So why are they getting off the hook? The bystander effect has a place here too, I think. And I know it's her kid, so it's her responsibility, but I mean, does that mean you just can't intervene when something like this happens? You just let it happen because it's not your kid, it's not your problem? I don't know. What happens if something like this happens again and now we've lost a life? A gorilla's dead because nobody acted. The mother didn't act, yes, but nobody else did either. So I mean, this situation sucks. We lost a gorilla that was an endangered species because a kid did something foolish and managed to sneak into a gorilla pen when he wasn't being watched, which maybe he should have been, but maybe somebody should have intervened as well. I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe the situation was different. But I think in the grand scheme of things, the kid survived. I think the zoo did what they had to do. Because imagine what this story would have sounded like if the gorilla killed a child. The gorilla would be dead anyway, you know what I mean? So, in the bigger picture, I think the right choices were made. Okay guys, that's it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what measures you think should be taken to try and keep this situation from happening again. Should we make enclosures more fenced? Should we distance them more from the enclosures? How important is viewing to the public really in regards to public safety. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next episode.